It's normal to be tired at the end of a long day or even at the end of a long week. But are you finding that you feel tired all the time for no apparent reason? And you're not really sick. You maybe even have a good diet. You get enough sunshine. You're moving, but you're just exhausted. Why are you constantly tired? You might have a condition called chronic fatigue. It's a complex disorder without one real big cause, but right here on this video, I'm gonna break down for you in detail what it is, the symptoms of it, so you can understand if you have it, and then explore some natural steps or lifestyle changes that you can make to tackle chronic fatigue once and for all. So let's dive into it. What is chronic fatigue? Chronic fatigue is a unique, difficult disorder, namely characterized by long-lasting extreme exhaustion, extreme fatigue. It can last up to 6 months. In some cases, chronic fatigue could be related to other conditions that tie into this that make it last even longer. So adrenal fatigue is one that's really tied into it. Also just inflammation throughout the entire body. Some of this you can really feel. It could be causing palpitations in the heart. It could be creating real achy hip joints, low back, knees, other joints of the body. You can really feel the inflammation that's built up in the entire body. Now, some of the symptoms along those lines that you might see outside of feeling the exhaustion, feeling the fatigue, accompanied by it, I said, the joint pain, the muscle pain. Concentration really starts to suffer. Fogginess in the brain, inability to clearly think, losing your memory, your short-term memory, kind of getting forgetful on things. Lymph nodes up in here, especially around the neck area, enlarged, tender lymph nodes, anxiety, mental strain, or even a depressive disorder can be linked back to just facing exhaustion. You're just not getting enough rest. You're getting this fatigue, headaches, swelling, a sore throat, sweating at night, just tenderness in areas. Digestive disorders might speed up. It's possible it could slow down. You could have reflux due to some of it. Just kind of a malaise, just feeling. Chronic fatigue is such a difficult condition to nail down because there's just so many factors, so many symptoms that sort of vary heavily in between individuals. So that's why I'm trying to dial this in for you. Worsening of these conditions can cause, physical damage, can really rule you out of doing the activities that you love. And so it's very hard to get to the bottom of this, to really pinpoint it so you can go after it, because there's not really a medical test or a diagnostic test that you can do. So now that you understand some of the symptoms, and you're probably like, yeah, I have a few of those, Dr. Livingood. Well, then maybe we should just start addressing it from a whole level. But let's look at what causes it first. Number one, from a fatigue perspective, low immune system function, low immune system activity can really drain the body's energy of regular immune system being able to fight. It's sucking energy from your day to day. And so it's constantly in a war, and it's draining a lot of your resources. The hormones can get very imbalanced. It can also zap all that energy away because you just end up feeling tired all the time because you're not producing the right amount of hormones. You're not balancing the hormones properly. This can be a big energy drain. If a virus is present in the body, this viral infection, for the same reason, zaps the energy. Your body's putting a lot of resources out to fight the virus, and it doesn't have the resources left to just give you the energy for your day-to-day. If your blood pressure is too low, you're not getting enough nutrients and oxygen around your system. That is a huge culprit. Oxidative stress, the damage from what we're eating and the toxins that we put into our body, are taxing our tissues, taxing our organs. Nutritional deficiencies lead to fatigue because you simply don't have the raw materials you need to continue to pump out the energy. And then finally, food sensitivities or allergens, they can lead to digestive system dysfunction, but you wouldn't be absorbing the nutrients that you need. It can lead to these types of deficiencies. So those are some of the main culprits that need to be addressed. Let me give you 3 major remedies / protocols that you can attack and go after to really see if that's what starts to decrease your tenderness, help your joint pain, help your energy levels, help you sleep better. So here's what I want to look at. Number 1 is eliminating sensitive foods and allergens. So take steps to identify and eliminate any food sensitivity or allergen that might be a regular part of your diet. So some of the most common allergens in human beings are gluten and lactose. So bread and dairy gotta go. if in that regard. So this is all carbohydrates in general are going to get a lot of gluten out of the diet, and then cutting out the dairy. If that tends to give you more energy, then you know you're on the right track. Some of the most common ones in these products are not only the gluten and not only the lactose itself, but they come with so many other chemicals oftentimes. Dairy comes with antibiotics, it comes with hormones, bread comes with lots of sugar, which is going to make you a sugar burner, not a fat burner. There's more on that below of how you can get started in making your body a fat burner. But it also comes with a lot of processed oils, which can congest the body. They're rancid, your body can't identify it. Soy is another culprit. Nuts can be a culprit. Shellfish, yeast, these are some other ones to consider. All these potential food sensitivities could be wreaking havoc on your digestive tract, and you don't even really know it. You might have digestive distress, but a lot of people don't. So you can identify these food sensitivities by simply following an anti-inflammatory meal plan approach. And there's other sensitivity food diets out there. There's histamines and things of that nature. I believe the anti-inflammatory approach is the easiest one to go about, where you start to eliminate all of these types of foods, and you can slowly add specific foods or food groups back into the diet and reintroduce them to see, does it deplete my energy? Does it increase my fatigue? Was that a culprit? And that's how you can kind of identify them. So I would recommend at least 30 days of cutting those foods out. Anti-inflammatory meal plan. There's a resource below to get a free link for our cookbook and nutrition book to help to understand some of this. And you can get an actual food list. Pick foods from that list, eat those for 30 days, then start adding the foods that you love or may have used to eat back in and see what it does to your energy. The second main thing to get under control is candida. Your body, under the influence of a candida imbalance, can create constant fatigue. It's a common virus found in your mouth, in your gut, in your intestines, in your skin in small amounts. And it should be there, but if it gets too much and it grows uncontrollably, it can cause a lot of infection and imbalance in the bacteria in your gut, disrupts your immune system. Your body's got to use a lot of energy fighting that off. The best way to go about treating this and handling candida imbalance is to adjust your diet. So see point number one. Once you're on your way to adjusting that diet, you want to pay attention to carbohydrates as well, any kind of refined sugars. Some sugars may be anti-inflammatory approved, but you're going to want to tighten up and do a low carb anti-inflammatory approach. Again, those resources below will help you with this. Okay, so dairy products got to go, refined sugars got to go, carbohydrates got to go. Those fuel and feed the yeast. Then I would be adding in fermented foods, sauerkrauts, apple cider vinegar would be a second one. It's very antifungal. And then I would be using coconut oil. So fermented foods, apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, top three foods to be adding in to fight off the candida. You may do a candida cleanse as well. There's resources below for on that. Now, the final piece is managing your stress levels. Of course, the better rest that you get, the less stress that you have, it's going to be better. Your stress levels play a huge role on how tired that you are and how healthy your immune system is. So some recommendations for managing these stress levels. Number one, start monitoring your sleep. You can do simple apps now. You can do simple wearables that will track your sleep throughout the night. I think it's worth doing, maybe not forever, but for a period of time to find out how much deep sleep am I getting? How much REM sleep am I getting? How long does it take me to fall asleep? The number one predictor of better sleep is how fast you can fall asleep. You don't want to be too quickly, but right in that 7 to 10 minute range. If you can fall asleep in that rhythm each night, you'll get more restful sleep, which is going to help you recover and lower your fatigue. Intellectual stimulation, cognitive challenges, whether it's a game or a brain teaser, communication, conversations, you want to get some brain stimulation that's going to help the fatigue. Regular exercise, super important. I like 10-minute workouts, high intensity, short duration. Meditation, prayer, calming of the mind and mental wellness, and just being aware and working on de-stressing your system, also very important. And then fostering and maintaining a social network and being around other people. Also, avoid tobacco, avoid alcohol. Those are going to make your stress worse. They're going to make your sleep worse. So there's some tips to control chronic fatigue. 3 major areas to be breaking down. Eliminate the foods that you're sensitive to, anti-inflammatory approach, get the sugars down and combat candida with those specific foods, and then finally keep your stress levels low, start monitoring your sleep, getting better rest, and you'll be on your way to decreasing your fatigue, increasing your energy, which is going to help you experience real health. Hopefully I made health simple there. That is my job. Comment below questions and like and subscribe to the page to continue to get more help like this. Check out the resources below and these next videos to help you on your journey.